The Sights and Sounds of Asia, coming to you from right here at Fresno City College. And today we're here talking about Asia Fest 2008. And joining me to talk about Asia Fest 2008 is John Cho. You're pretty much the coordinator, the head coordinator, the founder of Asia Fest. Is that correct?
Right, Asian Fest.
Asian Fest. Tell us a little bit about this event, how it started, why you started it.
Okay. Well, originally in 2002, I had gotten hired on as full-time faculty, so they used to have like a Asian Awareness Day, so I wanted to make it like a week. And so originally our Saturday thing was Celebration of Martial Arts. The year after that, we tried the Asian Cultural Village, and the year after that, I decided, let's put everything together. And that's when I came up with the term Asian Fest. And to make it distinct, I made it grammatically incorrect. So it's Asian Fest, but the F is capitalized even though it's one word. And the idea behind Asian Fest is really for us to give back to the community. We want to take Asian culture and showcase for the performers and share with our community. And that's the intention. This has always been our intention. We've grown dramatically within the last 2 years in terms of performers and vendors and so forth. But the purpose is for people in our city to come out, have a nice day, leave with a smile on their face, and partake of Asian culture.
So today, for people who come out to Asian Fest, what will they expect to see? What do you hope they get from it?
What I hope that they get out of it is they get to see a variety or pan-Asian of many different Asian groups sharing their performance arts. We've created a cultural village to have information to provide people about their culture and to make it educational for kids.
One of the things that people in the Central Valley don't always realize is that Asian cultures has a tremendous influence on us through history. So is that kind of touched on? Or?
Well, in terms of the history of the Asian culture, of course, it goes back many, many years. And even today, the thing we want to promote for the people of Asian background is to always remember, be proud of their ethnic and cultural heritage. That's the way everybody should feel proud about themselves. And this is, well, since we're Asian, this is what we're trying to do.
And you talked a little bit about the performances today, and this is kind of an opportunity for people to show what they've been learning and practicing, especially with the martial arts. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Okay. With the martial arts, we had about 10 different schools participate this year, and the idea is for them to be proud of their art and to share their art with other people. And part of the thing we did today, kind of new, we decided to have a martial arts entertainment hour and just perform for the audience.
People respond well to these performances, is that right?
It seems like it. It seems like they're smiling right now. Like in the case the lion and to my left is interacting with the crowd, and again we want people to have a good time. To associate that with Asian Fest, and since Asian Fest is on Fresno City College, associate Asian Fest with Fresno City College. And
you said you were an instructor here at Fresno City College. Tell me about the importance of the City College in the community doing this.
I think it's very important for Fresno City College to allow us the opportunity to present this, because we draw our students from the community. And going back to my original statement, we want to give back to the community. And so to put all this on obviously requires quite a bit of work, manpower, thought, planning, and even money for putting it on. And again, this is our way to give to the community.
And what do you hope that people get overall from this event?
I hope what people get from this event is to learn a little bit, or to have seen more about the wide breadth of Asian cultures. Every group is different. Every group has its own particular identity. To learn a little bit about that, at the same time realize that many of the Asian cultures do share a lot of similarities. So for people come to learn a little bit.
So a kind of an awareness of the different cultures within the Asian culture that have influenced us and that we can learn from and share with. Is that about right?
Yes, that's right. Not only to share, but the main message I want to say is we welcome people to come to our event. We want it to seem like that everybody get along well together, everybody can accept each other regardless of their differing background.
Thank you, Daphne and Marla. That was fierce.
Hi, we're watching Community Spotlight on Asian Fest 2008. Spotlight on Asian Fest 2008.
When you think of the Asian culture, you may not necessarily think of Punjabi, but that is in fact part of the Asian culture, and we are here celebrating the Punjabi culture here at Asian Fest. And today to talk about Asian Fest 2008 is Daljit, and you are with the the Diamond Club of California.
Yes, from Diamond Club of California.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your group.
Sure. Our group actually is based in Fresno, and we're with the Diamond Club of California. We're trying to promote the Punjabi culture far away from our country, our state, and we want to make sure our kids that they're born here and they still, stay in touch with our culture, our heritage. So we do here, teach them.
And is this your first time here at Asia Fest?
Yes, this is the first time we attend this, and we love to do this, and hopefully we will keep doing it every year.
And how important is it to be able to share the Punjabi culture with Punjabis as well as people who may not have ever been exposed to it before?
Yes, actually we've been doing Punjabi festival every year, actually from last 7 years in Sacramento. Last year we done that in Woodward Park, October 21st, and we get like about 7,000 Punjabi people gathering in there, and that it was broadcast all over in media and Fresno Bee as well. And we also like to introduce our dance to other community as well, like this kind of functions. That way everybody will get to know about our culture. So because sometimes we feel like people doesn't know about Punjab and they don't know about our dances and stuff. So that's why we are here to show them, our dance, how we do this, and what kind of instrument we use in our dance. That's why we're here to promote that.
Because it's all about diversity and learning about each other and sharing common cultures, right?
Yes, exactly.
How long has your group been dancing?
In Fresno, about last 3 years.
And what do you guys know about it? What do you think about coming here and performing today?
It was really great. I liked it.
It was fun.
And how often do you get together and do this?
Every couple of months.
Yeah.
How much practice does it take?
A lot.
Months and months practice. Yes.
All right. Anything that I forgot to ask that you want to talk about? Anything you want people to know when they come here? How to get in touch with you? How to find out more about the culture?
Sure. Our actually club website, diamondclubofcalifornia.com. So I will urge everybody to please visit our website and all the information is listed there, and all the phone numbers will be there as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Thank you all. You guys are great. And rock on Asia Fest.
Thank you, the Punjabi Versa Group.
When you talk about the Asian culture, you really talk about a lot of different cultures and ethnic backgrounds. And here to talk about the Taiwanese ethnic background is Ronnie Liu and Iris Sheehan, and you are the president and secretary of the Fresno Taiwanese Association. Boy, this is a great day. Tell us a little bit about today and about why you're here.
Oh, this is wonderful. We have been here. We all come from first-generation immigration. 30 years in here. We have the group, especially from Taiwan. They all are doctor, professional, and we like to get a feedback because so many different ethnic background people in here. We like to promote the beautiful of the Taiwan.
Beautiful scenery.
So tell us a little bit about the association. What does the association do, Iris, in every day within Fresno and Fresno County?
Well, we just get together a period of time. Just promote some of the culture, social event. That's all. We gather a few times in a year.
Okay. And you go to a lot of events like this, Ronnie, or?
No, just a few of them, but most is especially this is to celebrate the Asian American month. We want to participate and let our next generation know. And we do have a diversified cultural background. We're proud of them.
And what would you want people to know who are watching who aren't familiar with Taiwanese? What would you want them to know?
Well, basically, we all Chinese, and we have our unique background, but the importance, we are in the United States. We are American. We are male part, and everybody gets along together.
And there's Taiwan, a beautiful island in Far East, and it's beautiful to visit for everybody.
Hey, baby. You all right?
Hey, Money.
Looking good.
Hey, Money. How you doing?
Mr. J, Mr. J.
What's up, Money?
What it is, bro? You straight?
Everyone loves money. Sign up for Comcast Digital Voice for just $39.95 a month, every month. With unlimited local and long distance plus voicemail. You'll save $258 a year over AT&T. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast Digital Voice. It's Comcastic.
showcasing the people, places, and events that make our valley unique. Comcast Channel 14, putting local back into television. You know, when you think of California, you think of the Old West, and we've seen so far today that the Asian culture has had an incredible influence on the development of California and here in Fresno. And here to talk more about the Asian culture and that influence is Patty Van Vliet. You are an English as a second language instructor here at Fresno City College, and you're also on the committee of Asia Fest. Tell us a little bit about today and the importance of the event to let people know about this great culture and its influences.
Well, we think it's very important to share the diversity, especially in the Asian cultures here in the Valley, because they have been an integral part of the history of this valley, not just California, but specifically for the San Joaquin Valley. And you're absolutely right. When we think about California, we do think of the Old West, but we also have to understand that specific historical events have surrounded Asian cultures, and certainly the Chinese and the Japanese cultures, and now the most recent immigrations from Laos and Hmong culture out of Laos and all of Southeast Asia really have played a significant part not only in our agriculture but in the infrastructure and businesses around this region. So it's our opportunity to celebrate all that and to give an opportunity to people who may not be exposed to certain aspects of the culture, the historical side, but also the dress and the food and the music and the dance. So it's really our hope that people can get a taste if they don't normally.
Because when you say Asia, a lot of people have kind of a preconceived notion. Oh, you're talking about Chinese, or you're talking about Japanese, or you're talking about Hmong. But there's a tremendous variety of cultures, diversity. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, yes, I think in general you're right that we sort of lump Asia together, but there are very distinct areas of Asia whose histories, languages, and cultures are absolutely distinct from each other. But there are some commonalities that you might see when you're walking around here today also. But we have represented here, obviously, a strong representation from Southeast Asia. We have a huge Southeast Asian population, so we do have Lao, Hmong, Thai, Cambodian here today. Also, we have more northern Asian cultures, such as the Japanese and the Chinese, as well as Taiwanese. As you look around, we also have the South Asians represented, which would be the Indian cultures. So we've really managed to bring all aspects, we hope, of Asia here today to give everybody a real feel and celebrate that diversity we have here in the Valley.
And what are some of the things that you think are common themes? I know we talk about Eastern medicine. We talk about tea ceremonies. What are some of the commonalities that people expect?
Well, I think that very often also people can see that there are some commonalities in religious beliefs or spiritualities. Although different, there's some common threads there that we can pull together. Also, the economies and some of the agrarian sides of a lot of these cultures are very similar and obviously very similar to here. And we're very pleased to be able to see in our countryside that we have a more Asian-looking countryside now. It's wonderful. And food, practices, cultural practices, certain behaviors that are common that are really not considered Western, I think are there to see today too. So I had a chance to take a look.
The people who are coming today, you kind of have a wide range of ages from our seniors but down to our kids. Some of these kids are born in America, but they are of Asian culture. How important is that exposure?
Well, I think that's extremely important because you're absolutely right. We have people who are coming here today who have not been necessarily exposed in any important way to these cultures. And it's a celebration of our immigrant populations who have been here for many, many generations perhaps, but also we have a lot of what we call our heritage students here, which are from families whose grandparents came here, and maybe they have not been back to those particular cultures or those countries, but this is a real opportunity for them to be celebrating that culture that they're very much a part of also.
And that's an important part of it, is being able to celebrate the culture, both your own and somebody else's.
Right, and we're hoping that we've sort of created that atmosphere here today. We can all share in that rich wealth of culture that we bring to you today. The Asia Fest is one day out of a month of activities. We have Asian American Month here at Fresno City College, and we can give you all kinds of information about that. A month long of dance, cultural tidbits, lectures, presentations, bringing experts on campus to give presentations to students and faculty alike. The community, the entire community is welcome, and we would really love to have more people involved.
And it's a month-long celebration to remind people that they should be aware of diversity in their lives every day. Is that a good way to say it?
Absolutely, a good way to say that, yes. And also to celebrate the offerings and the impact that these cultures have had on our valley today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is so enthralling to watch you guys, watch the Polynesian dancing. Tell us a little bit about how your club started, and then a little bit about sharing the culture.
Well, 36 years ago, my father started my birthday, and then it kind of grew from there, because it had 3 musicians and 2 dancers, and then it went into, well, now we're about close to 500 students strong.
And tell me a little bit more about what the Polynesian culture is and how you represent today.
Well, the Polynesian culture is not just the Hawaii, or it's Tonga, Samoa, New Zealand, Tahiti, Cook Islands. It's a big group, and we try to show our culture for the valley, because a lot of the people that come from Polynesia, they don't see it here, so we're kind of sharing it with the valley, because the valley has a lot of different cultures, and we want to share with that with the valley.
All right, what do you want people to know about the Polynesian Club here?
Well, it's for people who are Polynesian at heart. It's not just Polynesians, it's for everyone. And we take drummers, dancers, tutus with older ladies. We have a sassy lady group, and we have all kind of kids that do dancing, and we have drummers, and so we kind of keep everybody's families going, whether it's the father, the mother, the kids, or the grandmothers.
And how important is it that we keep sharing this culture here?
Well, it's very important, because a lot of people lose their culture as their families go on, from mothers to fathers, the kids. As they get older, a lot of people, they lose their culture, and we want to try to keep it with our families.
And
my sons, my daughters.
And you can be Hawaiian at heart, you said.
Yes, you can. I'm Tongan, but we have Hawaiians, Samoans, Tongans in our group, as well as blacks, whites, Japanese, Chinese, everyone. We don't show away anybody. We take everybody, because it's like we're trying to show our culture for everyone, and they want to share it with us, so we take them all.
Community Spotlight on Asian Fest 许多。
You've just seen a short portion of a tea ceremony, which is just one of the incredible treasures that we find within the Asian culture, and really all of us are exposed to that culture every day here in the Central Valley. And to talk more about those hidden treasures that we find is Debbie Aki. You are with Fresno City College English as a Second Language instructor or program?
That's correct, English and linguistics, yes.
And we're also joined by Li Man, are you the Chinese instructor here?
Yes, I'm the Chinese instructor here at the college.
All right. Well, you know, today is kind of an exceptional day. We're surrounded by youth from the Hmong and traditional Hmong clothing from the Hmong village here, and it's just one part of the many events that are happening here at City College. Can you talk a little bit about Asia Fest and how it's exposing the culture?
Asia Fest is actually the culmination of an entire Asian month that we have now here at Fresno City College, and this is our showcase day where we bring in the local community to showcase their arts, crafts, music, and traditions. Martial arts is going on all day long, traditional food vendors also here, and we really appreciate all the volunteer community support that is coming out and decorating their booths and doing their performances for us. So it's a wonderful opportunity for the community to see what's going on with all the Asian cultures.
And it's pretty amazing when you come here because there are so many different cultures represented here, and we have great visuals like the hut. That's a traditional hut, traditional clothing, and there's lots of different. There's Chinese, Japanese, Hmong, Laotian. Lee, tell us a little bit more about the students here and how they participate. And I know as a Chinese instructor, do you have who's your student base?
Well, my students come from very varied cultural backgrounds. I have Hmong, Chinese, Cambodian, Caucasian, Hispanics in my class, and oftentimes I encourage my students to come volunteer at events like this. And so besides being in the classroom, they get a real taste of what it's like, and to see this as people that we live in the same city, but yet we have different communities. So they gain higher awareness of what's going on around them.
And that's one of the key things that we learned here today is each culture has so much to give to the community, and has throughout history, especially here in the Central Valley given. But there's a lot of cultural gems that we find. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, some things people might not be so familiar with is the Hmong culture, and they will be out here dancing today in traditional costumes. They also have a village set up, a traditional Hmong home here with some instruments and implements that they use in their culture, and they will be performing later on a children's game, Hmong Tops, which is actually very skillful game that they use with wooden tops. We also have a Lao
village setup, which is showcasing its music, its traditional instruments, and its beautiful silk clothing. And we have Chinese and Japanese, as you mentioned, the Japanese tea ceremony. We've also had mochi pounding. We have origami on display and Japanese dolls.
So while people can come to AsiaFest or an event like this and they can buy pieces of art, it's more than just art that's the treasure, isn't it? It's the learning how the new games and communicating and.
Absolutely. In fact, that's a large part of it, is passing on the skills and traditions to the younger generation. And there are a lot of young performers out here today who are very dedicated to their craft and are learning from masters. And it's wonderful to see the traditions being passed down to the young people.
And Lee, let me ask you, we have a lot of youth coming today that are, is it true that sometimes this is the first exposure or to their own culture?
I wouldn't say it's the first exposure, but it's definitely could be a first exposure of another Southeastern Asian culture.
Well, please come out and support it. There's great food, great entertainment, martial arts, and the whole community is very welcome.
We'll be back from AsiaFest with more in just a minute.
You're watching Community Spotlight on Asian Fest 许多。
Thank you, ladies.
What is this guy doing?
I can't get through the gate. The gate is narrow. What do you want me to do? Just back up. I'm stuck.
I have one, and it's fantastic.
Having one is awesome.
Having one is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I like having one. Who wouldn't?
One is all you need. Get Comcast digital cable with Channel One on demand for $33 a month for up to 12 months. You'll get tons of free movies that are ready to watch when you are. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast digital cable with on demand. It's Comcastic.
You're watching Community Spotlight on Asia Fest.
Just spent about the past hour or so talking about the Asian culture and the different things that we have gotten from the Asian culture, especially here in the Central Valley. And it's all happened here right at the campus of Fresno City College, a true cornerstone of our community. And here to talk about Fresno City College's involvement with the community, with Asian Fest, is Miley Glover. And you are with Fresno City College. And first of all, a beautiful campus, a great community event. Tell us all about it.
Well, I think Asian Fest is such an important cultural event here in the setting of Fresno City College, where we shape young minds and we welcome all segments of our Asian American community. Our population is here 15 to 18% on the campus. There are a lot of Southeast Asian students here, and events like this help them to embrace their cultural diversity in this community and to have ethnic pride about who they are and to share their traditions and their cultures with the whole community. Fresno City College created this event to share educational elements, not just put on some performances and have some food, but really to teach the children with our passport to the cultural village. We've asked them to visit each village, answer questions, learn about the culture, and then they are actually voting on which village they prefer, Kids' Choice Awards, if you will. So we're trying to get them involved and make it fun, but educational as well.
And that's a good point you bring up, because it's not, City College is more than just having kids go into a classroom and listen and take notes and learn. It's really a dynamic process, and it's not just students that are enrolled at City College that are educated here. It's a lifelong learning process.
Lifelong learning, and we want to get the kids at a young age onto the campus to be comfortable coming to City College, because that's where they may come to school later. We want them to be comfortable coming to this campus to experience what we have here, and this event, I think, is very heartwarming. We're very passionate about sharing culture with the community, and the committee that puts this event on, the Asian American Month Committee, who takes a whole month of April, and we offer panel discussions, workshops. We even held a Asian cultural workshop free to up to 60 high school students to learn different elements of culture. We had John Cho's lion dancers, performer actually teach students and myself how to do Kung Fu. We had our origami expert, Ray Thomas, come and do workshops with the kids, and then we toured them as well. So it's fun, but it's educational, which is so important.
And it's more than just students that attend here. It's the whole entire community.
And I think in our community of Fresno and the Central Valley, this event really is going to be the main event for the Central Valley. Everyone will know to come here, you're going to learn something, you're going to see things you've never seen before, you're going to try food you've never tried before. We have a lot of wonderful food vendors on the campus, and it's try something new, hear something new, see something new, all in the safety and the beauty of Fresno City College.
And it could be surprising to people to realize how wide Asian culture encompasses, how many different ethnic cultures, but you have a lot.
Well, today we have in our cultural village Japanese, Chinese, Punjabi, Lao, Cambodian, who did I leave out? Hmong villages for everyone to interact, see how their maybe their home looks, how different elements of tradition, their wedding pictures look, different things in their culture, because it's hard to discern who's who in the community. It's very difficult.
So it's students that attend here, it's future students, and I mean high school students and adults, because you have an adult population.
We have a large adult population, and we are also welcoming seniors to come back to college and something new, 50s plus, which is so important as well.
And also it's the cultures themselves that are learning a little bit about each other.
I think we break down barriers when we have myths about other cultures, but when you see them perform and you see how warm and caring that everyone is here, it really makes you want to learn more about that culture. So that makes everyone want to come back next year to see what are they going to do this year. So that keeps it exciting for us as well.
And City College really is the cornerstone to this event, but you also you need some sponsors, some help from the community. Talk a little bit about how important that is.
This event has been happening for 5 years, if you can believe it or not, but who's heard of it until last year, and maybe this year it's been huge because of community partners like Chachansey, like Comcast, who has been a huge sponsor throughout the full year here on campus, which has been great. Coca-Cola, Kaiser, large community partners are here supporting all of the activities that are happening today, and we're very, very thrilled they're here to support us. We want to continue those partnerships because their dollars help fund events like this, which are educational, informative, and will bring people back year and year again. But we continue to want to create more partnerships, and we look forward to other businesses contacting us to be a part of this great event, Asian Fest.
Because a community college is very important to a community, right? Yes. Not just to students?
Yes, yes. Community college is the cornerstone of the community, as you said. A lot of the high school children will come here and start. They don't know where they're going, but they start here at Fresno City College, and we take good care of them. We counsel them and put them toward that 4-year degree. We want to get them in and move them on. That's what we want to do here at Fresno City College.
Well, you're my alma mater, so I love it. Is there anything I've forgotten to ask that you want people to know, either about Asian Fest or about events like this or about City College, or how to get more information?
Well, please call 265-5711. I can't remember the number. And if you have if you're interested in coming to college, if you have any questions about the classes you're taking, if you want to learn more about the evening programs, short-term classes, contact us. The number I just gave is our college activities office. That's where I work. And we're more than happy to help anyone get the help they need to further their education.
Because it's all about lifelong learning.
It is. Lifelong learning. It doesn't stop when you leave the classroom either, and you will come back to continue degrees, or even in our senior community, we're making a big push to have our seniors come on campus. It is a free bus ride here. I don't know if any of you knew that. When we are warming up to the community, come on campus, learn something new, learn computer skills, get involved in our community.
All right, Miley, thank you so much for this great event and a great community.
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Well, you look just absolutely resplendent.
Korean hanbok, by the way. I'm Korean.
So, thank you so much. That you can experience is the music, and we just had kind of our own little rock concert with the drum concert here. But one of the things that we noticed is this is traditional Chinese music that you're playing, drums, but none of you guys look traditionally Chinese. So tell us more about what's going on.
Well, actually, how this is all came about, we joined the martial arts school, and within the martial arts school, they offer lion dancing. I was interested, even though I'm not Chinese, but to me it was interesting, the acrobatic of it, the fun, the energy that it brings. So I just joined, and I don't have to be Chinese to do that.
How long have you been involved, and how did you get involved?
Well, I started martial arts when I was 11 years old, and this is a part of the martial arts school. It's kind of like the mascot of the school. So I wanted to get involved even more so than I was when I was 11 years old. So we started doing it. I've been doing it for about 16, 17 years now.
And one of the things is this cross-culturalism. You learn a lot about different cultures, and how did you get involved, and what have you thought about all this?
Well, I got involved as everyone in the martial arts, and New Year's rolls around, and we get really, really busy with the lion dancing, so I kind of got pulled into that. I wanted to as well, but yeah, I visit a lot of different people, do a lot of different places, and it's not necessarily Chinese. I mean, we do various peoples of the sphere of influence of China, like bringing the lion dance, so we get to experience a lot of different aspects of these cultures that we live normally.
So, how about you? Did you start the same way, or?
Yeah, I started the same way. Probably about 5 years ago, I started coming to John Cho's Kung Fu School, and that's where it all came about. And then, as soon as I got my white belt, then they introduced the lion dancing, and then it's just really fun. It helps your stances and everything. It basically enhances your martial arts altogether.
So when you started taking martial arts classes, did you ever think you'd be dancers?
No, not at all. We started as martial arts, but like I said, when we saw the lion dancing aspect of it, we said, hey, it looks fun, and it's a lot of workout. It's more workout than people think.
And has this kind of exposed you to, obviously it's exposed you to a new culture, but how important has that been in your lives and your dealings every day?
It's completely taken over our lives, I think. It's, every day of the week we're doing this.
Okay.
Martial arts, too, there's certain principles that are involved in it, and it basically just helps you live a good life. And so it pretty much affects your overall character as a human person.
Would you consider that to be true of all cross-cultural endeavors? It was important to learn about other...
Sure, definitely. I mean, it opens your eyes to a whole new experience. And I mean, that just helps you out as a person as well, so yeah.
I think this is our culture. I mean, it's what you do is what makes it your culture. So, I mean, I'm a lion dancer, I'm a martial artist, that's who I am. So, I mean, as much as it's being a different culture, I mean, this is my personal culture. So,
is it more of a melting pot kind of thing? You don't think about it as being a separate culture, it's just what you assimilate? Is that fair?
Well, it's experiencing a different culture, especially when you come from like for me, I came from a different culture to here. So once you get yourself into a new culture, then it's very important to know other things. You know, open up your mind to other cultures, to new things, and that just creates the person that you are. You know?
And you take some of this home to what your culture is, or your family practice?
Not necessarily. You don't have to. You know, impose your beliefs or your things on other people. But what you gain out of it is for you, and that's how we take it.
Well, as the festival around us starts to close down and we draw near to the end of our community spotlight, we hope you've enjoyed this past hour of exploring the Asian culture. And we hope that you will take the opportunity to learn more about all the cultures that are alive and well within Fresno County and beyond. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for our next community spotlight.